So when I tell people that I don't like dogs, dog people tend to look at me like I'm just Satan incarnate. But I actually have some very legitimate reasons for not liking dogs. And I wanted to share those with you so that, instead of thinking that I'm the devil, you'll think that I'm just maybe a rational, logical person with just the tiniest bit less of a soul than the average person. So, number one reason why I don't like dogs is that every dog smells bad. Every single dog smells bad. If you say that your dog does not smell bad, that's because you live with your dog and you've gotten used to the smell, sort of like how you get used to your own smell, even though everyone else that you thinks that you smell like shit, basically. Um, every dog smells, and they smell like this specific, horrible scent that it's only dogs that have this kind of a smell. It's sickening. It just always smells wet and dirty. Wherever there's a dog, it smells just like a damp, sad basement where there's going to be like a rotting ghost in the corner. It's bad stuff. The second reason why I don't like dogs is that dogs don't really understand boundaries, and they also are not very easy to get off of you when they're in the process of not understanding your boundaries. So I'll give you an example. If a cat jumps onto you, you can kind of go like this, and the cat with its very soft, agile body will kind of just flow off of you. It'll glide right off into the floor. It'll walk away. It'll give you this look like, and it'll walk away and it'll never talk to you again. Whereas a dog will continually just throw its little hard, awkward body at you, trying to jump on you. And if you stand there and say politely to the dog owner, "Excuse me, can you get your dog off me, please?" Invariably, the dog owner will say, "Oh, don't worry, he's not going to bite, he likes you." No, I don't think you understood my question. I'm not asking if your dog likes me. I'm saying that you need to get your dog off me because it smells bad. Now, speaking of dogs being on people and being dirty, another thing that really disturbs me about dogs is that, sometimes you'll see a dog with their owner, and, the owner is kind of like kissing and playing with the dog, and it's like, oh, yeah, yeah. And, the dog's like licking, like with its tongue just going everywhere, totally crazy. And the owner's like, ha 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 ha, like laughing and throwing their open mouth into the air, and you see that dog tongue just flicking into the mouth for a second there. You've seen this happen. If you're a dog owner, you do this all the time. And you know for a fact that that dog's tongue was up its ass like a second ago, like right before it was in your mouth, it was all the way up your dog's butt. That's unacceptable to me. Now, the final reason main reason that, I don't like dogs is more of an existential one. Dogs were one of the first creatures that humans kind of became allies with. Back in the day, these were wolves, and they were one of the first animals for us to domesticate and, partner with symbiotically, I guess. We fed them and sheltered them, and they helped us with physical labor and with hunting and things like that. And at a certain point, we decided to express our total domination over our former symbiotic partners by turning them into pugs. Like, we took wolves and we said, what would make this animal better is if it was a poodle and it just needed haircuts all the time. Like, it was designed like one of those Barbies, with the hair that grows. Like, it was just designed so that you would have to cut its hair, so you'd have something to do. I think I mean, I had this similar kind of moment when I was making Thanksgiving dinner last year, and I had my arm all the way up a turkey's butt. I was like, this is not necessary for my survival. This is just pure, human domination over the rest of the animal world. I can't really support that. I felt bad. I still ate the turkey, but next year I'm getting someone else to take out the giblets and such. So I hope that you've enjoyed this explanation of why I don't like dogs, and if you do not like dogs, feel free to use my well worded arguments to explain that you're not that bad of a person.